On this episode, my 7-day challenge across 4 states and not paying anything for camping took a bit of a turn. Holy moly. Not anything that I thought I would ever report, but it is raining cats and dogs here between Dallas, Fort Worth, and Tyler State Park, which we're going to. And I'm a pretty defensive driver. Like, you know, I don't do silly things. But there is so much water on the highway in Canada, that the vehicle started to hydroplane and drift. And so I pulled off at the first exit that I could find when I did not have control over keeping my vehicle in its lane. And there was nowhere to pull over there. So I saw a sign and it said rest area 1 mile away. So that's where we're parked right now, in a rest area, because it's not my tires, it's that there's just so much water on the road. I'm pretty careful about my tires. I know I'm getting new ones in Florida, but that's for winter stuff. These tires are pretty good for the rest of the seasons. It was crazy. Like, the vehicle was drifting. And so, yeah. So this is sort of the nature of the business, as they would say, is that we're parked for, it looks like, according to the satellite, almost 2 hours. I don't know how long it takes for the freeways to kind of drain of all of the water that pools, because this is not a normal thing in this part of Texas, obviously. So we're just at a rest stop. It has shelters, like picnic shelters, but the rain is coming sideways, so that doesn't help us. It does have a bathroom and it has vending machines. None of that matters because we have everything that we need here in the vehicle. I went to Walmart this morning and stocked up, thinking that we were camping tonight. And if the roads do not get less hydroplaney, is that a new word I can create? Then we will just get off at the next stop if we try it in a couple hours. So I have, let me see here. I have a signal so I can work here, but yeah, that was a stressful thing when my vehicle started to like drift a line. I was in the slow lane, but there's transport trucks coming along my left side, and yeah, I shot a little bit of it when we stopped. I was not doing that when I was driving because I was trying not to die, but I'll put in how hard it was raining. So very unusual for this part of Texas. It's also only 14 degrees Celsius, according to my car. So it's going to be a difficult few days as I make my way to the Florida coast. And I see there are other cars coming. 1, 2, 3, 4 coming in off of the highway. So better safe, even though it's incredibly inconvenient, but better safe than very, very sorry. It didn't let up, so we stayed the night with some other people, and then we watched some Netflix. And it was a little bit chilly, but I'm not going to complain because this is what my friends in Ottawa were dealing with. So back on the road to boot it across 3 states, which were brisk and not that scenic at the moment. And then ready to sleep in another parking lot when we met this very sweet girl. Hey, sweetheart, do you want some food? Oh, no, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. Hi. Do you want some food? Okay. Come here. Oh, sweetheart. You got some babies. You got some babies coming? Here. Okay. Do you want some food? don't know how to help you. Let me back away so you can have some food, okay? Let me back away. You need some water? Okay, I'm gonna get you some water. I'll be right back. I know, buddy, but she's not ready to play with you right now, okay? She's not ready to play with you. And after she had a drink of water, she ran away, and we were on our way. Well, good morning. It is very early and pretty chilly. I was in Mississippi briefly. Now, just because of the map, I'm back in Louisiana, and I'm just north of Baton Rouge. Well, sort of. I'm just north of New Orleans, and I will be just north of Baton Rouge. I've changed things up a little bit this week to engage a little more with the story that I'm going to write about in the book, which is what I call the invisible people. So what I've been doing through this segment of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama is it's cold here. I mean, it goes down to freezing, frost on the car, kind of freezing. So what I've been doing is just putting the solar panels, which I store on the roof when we sleep, hoping that nobody steals them. So what I've been doing is getting in the driver's seat once Buddy has done his business and just taking off. And then I get my gas station coffee and a breakfast sandwich, and then I eat while driving. So the reason for this is that, you've all probably, if you've done road trips, seen the rest stops along the way, whether in Canada or the United States, and you're allowed to sleep there. So what I'm trying to do on this segment is not camp. If you've seen the channel for a while, I like to camp in forests or state parks or just private places. So I'm doing this whole segment for absolutely free. And when it's really cold in the past, I have tended to just stay in the campground or whenever checkout is and do my work, sometimes snuggled under beds. This has been a very unusual winter in the South. And snuggling in bed under the covers. So what I'm doing now is I'm just hitting the road. It's not even 7 o'clock, and I've been out here for probably an hour waiting for the sun to come up. I don't mind driving in the dark. It's just not my preference. So as the sun was rising, it was light enough for me to take off and go to the gas station. So part of that is trying to immerse myself in the invisible people world of, just sleeping in places. And the roadside stops last night, it was amazing. It was an incredible rest stop when it's open. It was very quiet because it's off season, but when it's open, it has a gift shop and coffee and really nice, big, huge bathrooms. clean water for dogs. They even had like a little dog. It's early, I can't find my words. A dog bowl under a dog faucet. So we took advantage of that. I used Buddy's bowl though, just because I think that there's sometimes wild animals at night that might take advantage of that, and so I use his own bowl. And so what this allows me to do is I'm going to see the ocean. I felt I really need to see the ocean, but I'm not going to New Orleans or Baton Rouge for a couple of reasons. One is a solo woman traveling alone. As much as I would like to see the French Quarter of New Orleans and eat the food, and that involves putting Buddy in a hotel room that is dog friendly, and it's not like I don't party, so it's not like I was going to go to the French Quarter and sit around and listen to live music late at night. I'm the person that went to Garth Brooks's restaurant and bar for brunch, so that's not my thing. I hope one day I can go back there with a travel partner, but this wasn't the trip for that. But I want to see the Gulf. 22 nautical miles of it have now been renamed the Gulf of America, but as far as I'm concerned, I'll be looking at the Gulf of Mexico, because the United States can only rename the 22 nautical miles that are part of the United States. Everything after that is the Gulf of Mexico. So, not to make a political statement, but the whole thing is just silly as far as I'm concerned. It's the Gulf of Mexico. But I did find out on iOverlander that there is a really nice casino on the Gulf, so I can see the ocean again. And all you have to do there is check in that you're going to be an overnight sleeper. And apparently it's safe and lovely and gets great reviews on iOverlander. So by the end of this day, hopefully, Buddy and I will be walking on a boardwalk. I think it's called Gulfport. And that's how we'll spend our day. And then I can get in the evening, when I lock myself in, when it's dark, then I will get some more editing done, because we have an exciting podcast coming, and I'm doing some of the editing for that as well, as I try to carve out for myself a new way of making an income and doing the journalism that I truly believe is what I was born to do. I mean, from the first moment I went to university at the journalism program, I just knew that it was what I was meant to do for my life. So that's what we're doing today. And it was lovely that there was a police officer parked in this rest stop. Like, who doesn't want to park beside a sheriff to feel safe? And then hopefully within a couple days we will be crossing into Florida, up around the Pensacola. So I do plan to stay near the water and see beautiful things for the next couple days. So that's what we're doing. And in the Florida, I'm not sure that I can hang out with the invisible people, because there is a crackdown on van lifers just about everywhere in Florida, simply because it's so crowded over the winter and they just don't have time, space, or mental energy, I guess, for van lifers. But I am going to spend several days with the Lulu's women van lifers. I think I've mentioned her before, an internet sensation in her 60s, and hang out with the women and do a whole bunch of van tours and talking with them about being senior women on the road. That's going to be a whole chapter of storytelling. So next time you see us, we will be hopefully in Gulfport, looking at the Gulf. So we'll see you later. kind of sand is a good idea. Hey, buddy. Buddy. Come. Come.